We're live here for Bristol, for the Riders Podcast 600 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. In your booth tonight, it is Ricky with Asher, and Henry will be joining us later tonight. So, Asher, what do you expect to see here tonight at Charlotte?
I expect a very difficult race, very worn surface, old surface, a lot of tire wear here. You're going to see these drivers really struggling for grip, in my opinion. And, it's really just going to bring out the best in the people who know how to, I guess, save their stuff till the end.
I agree. Well, it should be a fun one tonight. Henry Kaloff is starting on pole. Last week's winner at Bristol Motor Speedway. Can Henry go back to back? Last season he won here. Can he do it again? I'm excited for this one. Should be a good one. Again, on pole is Henry Kaloff. Well, Asher, what do you think is the key to getting it done here today?
You know, I was actually able to get some laps here, behind the scenes, and really it's a lot of this track is just knowing when to push and when not to push. Um, at right rear was really iffy whenever I rode around here. You're gonna wanna really just be patient. A lot of this race is just gonna be a game of patience.
Well, here we go in the Geico restart zone. We are green here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Henry leaves in the green. And we're crashing on the restart. Murray's around. He clipped Asher already. We got chaos already. Asher, huge damage to the right side already. What in the world happened?
And that is just
Crazy. Already wrecking on the restart. Let's take a look to see what happened here. It just looks like the 47 got a little loose. Well, it had a little bit of tire spin. And he spun it right into Asher Bunkley.
not what Bunkley wants to see after coming off a fairly weak race there.
28 goes spinning. The whole entire pack looks to be involved there. Most of it, at least.
Hey, I hate to say this, I cannot see your stream. At least you're not streaming it on.
Let me fix that real quick. Don't worry, we'll get there. Oh, wow. Okay, I see. Okay, hold on. Okay. Is it better now?
Let me look. Yep, seeing the cars here.
Alright, well, let's take a look at it one more time. It just looks like they all just wadded them up there. Start this one off.
That is certainly not what you want to see at the start of a race.
The 28 goes spin, the 64 around a Larry Dodgebach. He's not going to hit anything. That's right on board with him already. Issues. Just crazy stuff already. Oh, looks like he also spun the tires too.
Interesting here, Again, these cars are very tricky, very, I guess, they're not really timid, but they don't really want to work with you. So I do understand, again, it is very difficult to, really get the power down like you want to.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's just crazy how we already had incidents here all unfold already. Just weird.
And
weird that we've seen that.
Someone who really did not need that was that 81 at Bunkley there. Coming off of a, frankly, just disappointing week last week, I would say is the word. He needed something, and this was not it.
Yeah, issues with him. He's gonna have to probably take it faster because unless, I don't know, that damage might be alright. That's right on board to see if his wheel is straight here. I don't know how hard he hit.
we have to remember we did wreck there on the restart zone, so it wasn't too terribly quick at the time of impact. And I don't know. Whenever I was looking at that, I'm pretty sure Nathan hit more towards Bunkley's door than the quarter panels, and you never want to see the quarter panels with these cars because of the toe links.
Oh, you got the 40. Oh, the 81 might not be happy with the 47 car, but the 47 has a lot of damage on that car, so he's gonna probably take a fast repair unless he tries to fix that. But your leader still is the driver of Henry Caloff, Leslie's winner, and then you got the driver of Aaron Schugel there. And then behind him, making his first start of the season is Layson Furnace in that 33 Golf car. And then,
at least to me, Layson is fairly unknown to me in this series. I don't know if he has made a start here before, but for the first start of season 2, this is going albeit pretty well so far.
He made a couple starts last season, and he's making his first start this season. There, again, is Layson Furnace. And Terry Vincent. Terry Vincent was fast here last season. Vincent, yes, he was fast, but again, his late race issues still was a factor, and he did not finish the race how he wanted to. And then behind him, we got Elijah Hoggy in the Underdog Racing Podcast. Patriotic Car for the Rider Podcast 600 is running about he's running about in 5th position. Then behind him, you got Asher Bunkley. It looks like Asher Bunkley might have took that fast repair, which is quite surprising this early in this race.
Yeah, you gotta wonder, will that bite him later on?
Unless he could have just fixed that race car, and that's exactly what Larry did. He didn't take the fast repair. He just repaired that car as much as he could. Because you do not want to waste a fast repair there on lap 1 of the race. So, we're going to be going green here. But what can Henry Caloff do? Yet again, Henry Caloff, last week's winner there at Bristol. Can he pick up 2 in a row? I mean, can he go back to back for the Rider Podcast 600? Won it last season, dominating fashion, looking to pick up the win again. But a guy that's coming on strong yet again this season, looking for his 4th win of the season, if I'm not mistaken, is Aaron Schugel there in the 91. What do you got on the 91 there, Asher?
Ooh, contact between the 33 and the 91 on under pacing. Oh.
They better knock it off because we're going green here. And here we go. Billy Bob, the flag man, waving the flag. We are green here at Charlotte. Can they make it past the restart zone?
And yes, as you wanted, stats on Aaron Schugel, he's had he's not made every race this season. But the races he has made, he has been utterly dominant. It was third at Daytona, first Vegas, first Fontana, and then, of course, it was second. He didn't race Atlanta or Texas, but then he got the 2nd place at Bristol. Right behind your leader right now, Henry Caloff.
Henry Caloff's going to come back to lead lap number 1. Well, not lap 1, but lap 5.
Feels like lap 1.
It does. It does. Certainly does.
Look at this. You got a nice little battle between the 5 car of Terry Vincent and the 33 of Layson Furnace there.
It looks like Vincent goes to about P3. Up the track goes the driver of the 33. Up the track he goes.
Ooh.
Side by side with Asher Bunkley there.
I don't know if you saw that. It looks like Terry Vincent may have tagged the wall coming out of 4.
see if he has any issues with his car there. No, he's looking to the inside of the 91 car there, looking, but he does have a lot of momentum. But a driver that was also getting pressured, there was the 33. He's getting pressured by Elijah Hoggy there. Lap 7 now. Walker in the pits already, still in the pits. Don't know what happened to him. The back up front, Cal leads about by 4/10. Well, now sure, let's take a look in the Henry Califf's stats this season, because yes, he might not have a lot of wins this season, but he has been a very consistent.
Yes, indeed. He has been he hasn't really like shown as much dominance, I would say, as season 1. Of course, your season 1 champion here, but he's bringing in a respectable season right now. 4.8 average start, and pick up the win with that first place at Bristol, and he's really just, I feel like he's biding his time more, saving all this energy for the playoffs.
I could see that too, because yes, he might not have as much wins as he did last season, but he's been very, very consistent. No, not a lot of issues, not a lot of corrects. His only wreck that he had this season, wreck that really hurt him the most, was Atlanta in the last lap wreck there, where he got caught up in the big one, got turned. But he is leading here about 5/10 over his teammate Aaron Trugel. Aaron Trugel having one of the best seasons in H&N, and you got Terry Vincent back there too. Because lately Vincent has been running up front more, but again, same story as last season, same book, different chapter. He runs good most of the race, falls off late in the run, just isn't there at the end. It looks like he tapped the wall there. You got to be careful there, Ash, for tapping the wall, because if you tap the wall so much and so hard, that could break your tail link and derail your whole entire race.
Yes. These cars, when they were introduced in 2022, they were stiffer, but there's certain points that did suffer from this next gen design, mainly underbodies, side skirts, and that the quarter panels, really, the toe links.
As it looks like you could throw a blanket under the top 3 cars.
Look at that. You see Terry getting up
in the
really
wall.
high. Oh, in the wall.
Gotta be careful about that. And you got Asher Bunky about 2 seconds back there in P number 4, and you got Lacey Furnace in P5.
You gotta wonder, what do you think the mindset of someone like Asher is, especially after the week he had at Bristol?
Just his mindset just has to be just to click off laps, not getting anybody's way, not getting into any issues, and just be there at the end.
I would say so. I would definitely agree with you there.
Yeah, battle this. This is for P5 between Hoggy and Furnace there. Still side by side.
Very good battle here. Let's see. Entering turn 1 looks to be about even here. But the 33, if he can stay, he will get the run out the quarter, but he can't.
8 car clears him. That's for the 5th position. Larry Diesbach. Oh, it looks like we had a pass for the lead. Looks like Aaron Schugel got by Henry there. Can he snuck an Aaron set sail?
Let's see now.
As
Henry looks to be taking a bit of a lower line there than Aaron in 1 and 2.
You do not want to get stuck in that dirty air there. If you get stuck in the dirty air, that could be a lot of issues. But look at Vincent there running in P5. He was very, very strong here last season. Looking to pick up his first career win here in H&N. You can see the back bumper of the CB Fabrication Chevy machine. Is it KDR 1-2? KDR has won every single race all season long. Can we get a new winner here tonight from a different team? Lap 16 out of 150, so the laps are ticking by, but still got a long way to go. Longest race of the season.
You're settled in for a long one here, folks.
Well, next Tuesday, next race will be another Crown Jewel event. It's the race at the Bricks at Indianapolis. Who can pick that race up? Which that should be a fun one. That's going to be really dirty air dependent too. So that's going to be a track distance. We got a battle here. This is for Pete number 2.
Look at that. You see Terry do a very good job there, sticking that outside and getting him power down and able to really use that momentum that the top side can generate to get around Henry.
Looks like he's shifting the 4th gear. Let's see what Henry's doing. Henry's stayed in 5th that time, but a guy that's starting to close in a little bit is the driver Asher Bunkley there. Asher Bunkley's been closing in. Last time we checked on him, he's about 2 seconds back. He's gained a couple tenths the last couple laps, but a guy that we're also going to check on here too is driver of Larry Deisbach. Larry Deisbach still has that damage, and he is a lap down.
Ooh, no.
And then again, let's go back to Walker. Walker is back on track in that Davey Allison throwback car. A very nice looking scheme. But then you got the driver that caused the first crash. That's Walker. I don't know if Walker fixed that damage there from the restart, but if he did, he has some more damage there in the right front.
And you know that 47, he's had situations like this basically all season, you know? He really just can't seem to find a footing in these races, and I think that's really hurting him when it comes to really putting a race together. As out of everybody with incidents this season, let's see here, Nathan is the highest driver in the series with incidents at 75.
That's crazy. That's a crazy stat. As back up to the front though, looks like Vincent is keeping the gap around the same to Shugel. Shugel's starting to pull away a little bit. But
Henry seems to be looking a bit worse for wear here on the later stages of this run.
Yeah, he's under pressure now from Asher Bunkley. And here comes Asher now down the back straightaway.
Look at that, you see him using the top side to roll the momentum there.
Oh, we should be able to see it pass this time. Maybe not. It's going to be close.
Nearly hit the wall.
Oh, and you're going to block him.
Let's see. Entering one, Henry trying to take away Asher's line.
Up ahead. You gotta be careful so you don't break that toe link. But back to these two. Looks like Henry is blocking.
You know, you gotta remember, these two are teammates.
Oh, he's there now.
Yep, look at that. Asher Bunkley might just be able to scoot by here, and yes, he does, using that high lane to his advantage.
Bunkley has closed in on your leader. Gap was last a couple laps ago is 1.8 seconds. Now the gap down to 1.3 seconds, 1.3.5 seconds. As Asher is starting to close in on the driver of Vincent here. Right along, you can see just how looks like Asher got on the wall there a little bit.
You know, just a little love kiss, not too much there in the wall.
Now, one driver that is not racing tonight is the driver of the 9 car. You might have realized he is not here tonight, so he's gonna take a hit in the points. Changed after tonight's race, so that's gonna hurt his chances at winning the regular season championship. But back to Terry Vincent, have you got any stats about how Vincent's season has been going?
I'll tell you what, it's really a story of missed opportunities, you know. Terry has been very good at starting races and, you know, putting it up front relatively commonly. You know, most of these races we've seen him up here in the top 3 relatively frequently, at least in the beginning. But He probably has one of the worst average changes in the series right now, as he has been losing at least 2 spots a race. And you never want to see it, and especially in a series especially with the playoffs format that makes it as tight as that for the regular to actually make it in and have a fight or a chance to fight at the championship.
You do not want that. But it looks like Vincent's starting to close in a little bit on Aaron Trugel now, about 5/10 of a second lead. Do you got any updates on Aaron Trugel's car?
I don't know. Honestly, my theory is Aaron Trugel maybe, oh, Kavnat, I'm sorry. Kavnat may be saving his stuff, he's figuring he's in the lead. He might as well, he might as well not go 100% here and try to see how much he can save.
He is but gap down now to 410, but with Vincent running the high line, he could be burning his stuff up more. A guy that has kind of plateaued a little bit ever since he caught up to Vincent was the driver of Asher Bunkley. Asher Bunkley has basically just, I don't know, just kind of just plateaued here. He isn't losing, but he isn't gaining. But the guy that is losing speed is the driver of Henry Kaloff, about 3 seconds back now. And the guy that's P5 Year Texas winner is Elijah Hoggy in that eight Underdog Racing Podcast machine. What a beautiful car. Now, Asher, how has Elijah's season been going so far?
In the lack of better words, his season's shown flashes, but it's mainly been it's a story of lost opportunities. A lot of bad luck has been following his way. Oh wait, we may see a pass for the lead here.
An issue might have happened there for Schugel there that let Vincent close in about 1/10 of a second. Weaving down the back straight, trying to break the draft. Now, can Vincent get a good run out of the corner?
We'll see here.
Schugel has pulled away about from 2/10 again. And the wall is Asher there.
His car may not be handling right. Let's take a look here.
He's right along with him.
Does not seem the steering is too out of shape yet.
Just turn right a little bit down the straightaway. As right along here with Vincent, he has closed into the back of Schugel once again. Looks like we have a yellow. A yellow on track. Murray might have. He has some issues for Murray. He's down pit road. Yellow flag is out. Jesus.
Oh, and he slides through the box.
Check through this replay.
Murray not having the best of nights so far. It may have gone from bad to worse, unfortunately.
Let's check back to see what happened. Oh, well, there's your answer, it looks like.
Oof, Larry. Big hits there.
What in the world?
Whoa. What happened here?
I thought it was a...
Did he lose it on his own on the straightaway?
I don't know. Look at this hit.
Something may have broken the car.
I thought Murray was one that had issues. Oh, shoot. Let me get back to Diesbach here. He's going to slide it into the wall.
Oh.
Pretty hard hit.
Let's take a ride on board and let's see if we hear or see anything out of the ordinary. That's...
I don't know. Looks intentional to me, kind of.
That's certainly something.
And then the driver of Murray was probably coming down pit road, it looks like.
Maybe, did he have some sort of issue with the car?
I just might have been coming down pit road. but yeah, he's coming down the pitch now. Back now. You got Schugel there. Just came out of the pits, it looked like. Maybe not.
What is?
Pace car. Where's the pace car? Pace car's right here. Looks like Schugel went down. Was the only driver that went down pure. Maybe he had issues on the pits. Take a look. Actually, never mind. Sorry. But that's going to put Schugel with a P3. Vincent P4, P1. Cal P2. And Hoggy up to P4.
Where did the 81 go?
The 81 of Bunkley. Bunkley's back here. So he might have had an issue on the pits. Could have got nabbed for speeding there. Odd situation.
You know, he's known to speed.
Yeah, that's what cost him his race last week in Bristol.
Yeah. And you see, lights look to be out on the pace car here. I think we're gonna get going this time.
Looks like we are gonna get in this time. But
Any expectations so far?
no, not really. I mean, I expected what I expected. I expected Schugel to be fast. Expected Cal to be fast. Expected to see Asher up there, but I didn't expect Vincent to be actually out there contending with Aaron Schugel and racing and being a little faster than Henry. So watch out for Vincent here. Tonight could be the night for Vincent. He ain't the only first-time winner this season. We had Asher winning, we had Elijah winning, and could tonight be the night for him? You'll see.
Let's see here. Well, we have an uneventful restart here. Green flag waves. Seems pretty chill.
It does. Pretty organized, as I say. We're 3 wide between Aaron, Vincent, Aaron, Terry, and Henry.
Oh, what a move! Henry looks to be trying to go 3 wide there. Choosing to push Schugel into the corner. Oh,
watch out for Henry. Henry could get a run down the front straightaway, but looks like that will not happen.
You know, this is amazing racing here on for the top 3.
Watch out for Elijah there. Elijah's in P4. Oh, Henry's gonna get tight. You got the dirty air, but Asher's going around Hoggy there. That's for P4. As looks like Vincent's clear. Schugel's gonna hop behind Vincent for P2, as I said, he's gonna shoot back to the inside.
And I'll tell you what, very impressive from looks like somebody may have hit the wall there, but we'll keep going here. It's very impressive by Vincent, you know, having really one of his best performances of the season tonight so far.
Oh, and the walls of Asher Bunkley. You gotta be careful so you don't break a toe link or hurt. You get some wheel damage on your machine, because your night can end real quick.
I hate to say it, I don't know. Something feels off with that car. I've seen it all night. He's just really struggled. Is more. Oh.
That was close.
Yeah, no. Bunkley's been struggling really all night in terms of car handling. You know. Yeah, something's definitely wrong with that car now.
He's in the wall again. He might have some wheel damage. His night might come to it. Yeah, you can see it. Oh yeah, definitely some wheel damage on that machine.
Let's see. What does he do here? Really? Because you could stick it. Oh, coming down pit road.
His night looks to be over, because remember, he does not have a fast repair.
Yeah, very tough break there for Bunkley.
Back up front, though. Lap 40 now.
You know, you have raced here before and have seen success. What does it take to win here at Charlotte?
Well, this ain't one of my best tracks, but it takes... Oh, and the wall's Terry! Hard in the wall! That's what I was saying. I mean, it just really takes some consistency to run around here. Make sure, and you gotta be comfortable with the car, or you don't want to push the car a lot, because you could overstep the boundary.
Watch out, this may be a pass for the lead.
side by side between Aaron and Terry.
Kovnat there on the top side. Really, he's been one of the best drivers at just figuring out how to pass people when it seems impossible.
We heard Aaron say it multiple times, the next gen car is his favorite car, and you are seeing that now.
It definitely shows with his driving.
Now I'm back to straightaway about another 10th over Vincent. You guys are starting to gap Cal off back there.
And Kalhoff seems to be in a little island of his own here. Not really gaining on the people behind, but not really losing to the people. Not really gaining on the people in front, but not really losing to the people behind. So he's kind of in a stalemate here, where he's just kind of forced to watch the battle.
Yeah. This could be a plan, though, just to settle down and run the race how you want to run. Bunkley's still on pit road, by the way. His race might be over 3 laps down.
Yeah. I don't know. It does look like he may be done for the night.
Guys, Bach has a new race car. He took the fast repair first, but so the only thing he's hoping for is another yellow. Back up front, Vincent is not going away though. He's about 2 tenths behind Aaron there. He's gonna shoot at the top. Looks like that 5 car just likes to run the top. Down the back straight away. Asher, if you could pick who wins this, who do you think's gonna get her done tonight?
I know it's a basic pick. You never want to really do it, but I gotta pick Kovnat, our leader here. Very, very impressive tonight. Really just doing everything right, checking the boxes.
I agree that looking very strong here, but don't count out Vincent. But Vincent has to overcome those late race struggles that he's been on the last season and a half. Asher, if you could you tell us the points going into this race?
Alright, well, let's see here. Looking at going into here, you have, Henry actually taking the lead of the standings. Followed by Landon Benson, Elijah Hage, Nathan C. Murray, Bailey Walker, Aaron Schugel, Cameron Sterling, Asher Bunkley, Terry Vincent, and Larry Diesbach.
Remember, top 10 points to make the playoff. You need about 5 starts. So, after this, we got one more race in the regular season. The regular season ends in Indianapolis.
Yes,
not
indeed.
Lock you in. So, but
I would say though, most likely, most of these guys are good as long as they start the race. Next week. The only people I would worry about next week are probably 7th on back. They're within a 30-point gap of 11th, which is Matthew Fastnot.
Matthew Fastnot, he needs some magic at Indianapolis if he shows up to that one. Take a look here at Elijah Hawley one more time. Has 1 win on the season at Texas, and like you said earlier in the race, Asher, Elijah Hawley's season is pretty much of what ifs. What if he didn't get caught up in that crash at Daytona? What if he didn't get caught up in the crash at Atlanta? But finally, he broke through and got it done at Texas.
Yes, very, a long time coming, really, for the driver, the number 8.
But another thing with Elijah, he's like a light switch. Well, he's like a stove, or whatever you want to call it. One minute he's hot, 1 minute he's really cold. Now he's just riding it out there in P4.
And honestly, Aaron looks checked out there in the lead.
Looks like he's pulling away about 6/10 of a second over
You know, it's
the.
really these two on the island than everybody else.
But now Henry is starting to fall in the clutches of Elijah Hoggy there. Hoggy still has to gain a lot of some time if he wants to get up and pass Cal off there for P3. But I don't know.
He could do it theoretically though. It would take him figuring something out here because they seem to be in really more of a stalemate in terms of pace.
But a guy that is checking out, like he said, is the driver of Shugel. Shugel has a second lead over Vincent now. He's pulled about 5/10 of a second, 5/10 over Vincent there in the last lap or two. Crazy that. Sorry, what?
That's very impressive. Now, you know, Aaron really, he's been probably out of all the drivers in the series, he's been the most impressive to me in terms of just raw talent.
Yeah.
And it's showing tonight.
Shugel has that raw speed that you need to run these race cars. He knows how to run them, and he also has that speed, so that's a good combo there. So, he's one of the championship favorites in this season. And that FTN broadcasting for Mustang for KDR. He has pulled out a marginal gap over Vincent. Vincent might have smooth him, or he might just burn up his stuff. Because again, he has pulled out 5/10 over his pocket. Again, over Vincent. So, here, if Terry keeps falling like this, he's going to fall back in the clutches of Henry Cala.
Yeah, excuse the yawn there. It is getting quite late, you know.
Issues for Hoggy. Hoggy has fallen off. He might have some damage on that car.
Let's see. Is there anything that you can find on the replay here?
I don't think. He might have just hit the wall. What it looks like. That's right along on the cockpit that depends on this car. Wheel looks pretty straight to me, so I don't know what's wrong.
I don't know. If you looked at it when he was holding it straight, it was turning about like 5 to 10 to 15 degrees left.
His car just might be loose. But a guy that's on a roll, but he is a lot down, is the driver Larry Dysbach. Larry wants to get back on the lead lap soon enough. Which he is going to be the lucky dog if there is another yellow. Last season, Larry picked up 2 wins on the season. One at Daytona, one at the Roval. This season, going winless so far. How has Larry's season been so far, Asher?
Well, let's take a look here. Larry Dysbach. He, honestly, he's been around the 6th to 10th place driver all season by the stats. Average start 7, average finish 6.7, average position 7.2.
Not a strong season for him. He made the Final Four last season.
You got to remember, there was a lot of, I would say, coming into season 2, there was a lot of influx and talent coming in to H&N.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, I would say, maybe you could think Larry's just could be having more competition than usual.
You're probably right when it comes to that. I wouldn't count that out because he has not been as strong as he was last season.
You know, and another thing, really, it's really not to his fault, but it's been the just sheer dominance of KDR. You know, as you mentioned, every single race has been won by them this season. They've been pretty great. And team strategy and team coordination, albeit Bristol last week was kind of iffy that they did still pick up the win with Henry Kahoff.
From what it looks like KDR is on another road to victory lane because they are strong here with the driver of Aaron Schul. He's been on a roll, man. Missed a couple races because he's on vacation, but now he is very, very strong.
Yes, Aaron. Really just showing us what we know. Really, he is a force to be reckoned with in this series, and he could be a championship threat.
Looks like he has about a 9-second lead over the driver of Henry Kahoff. Henry Kahoff having issues here. Not what you want to see. But still got a long ways to go in this race. So he is not out of it yet.
Yes, indeed. You know, there could always be yellow that bunches them back up.
That yellow could be coming soon. He has some ground to make up. He's fallen in the clutch of Elijah Hoggy again. But a guy that is really struggling now is Terry Vincent. Yes, he's in second, but he is about 5 seconds off of the pack.
I will say this. Here's my question: is it a thing of Vincent struggling, or is it a thing of Aaron just turning on the jets?
One or the other. I mean, it has to be.
Ooh. Weird line 1-1. I don't know if you saw it. It looked like he took the bottom and just like shot up high.
Well, it looks like we have a yellow.
Oh, caution does wave.
For who?
Elijah Hoggy is losing time, so maybe he's the reason for the caution?
Take a look back at it. Oh, yes, he has some damage on my car.
Let's see.
Oh.
Just... That's not good. You know, Bailey Walker, couple laps down there, just trying to just get his laps back. And what happened there with Elijah's car?
I don't know, he just kept his throttle in, I guess. And that's your yellow. Well, I gotta go use the bathroom, so it's the perfect time for under yellow, so I will be right back. Asher, if you want to keep them updated why I use the bathroom, you go
ahead. Well, Aaron, gonna be picking up the pace car here as you do see Elijah stopped and bringing forward. Maybe he spun by the looks of it. He did. But we'll see who peels off into pit road. Ooh, some contact there between Vincent and Deisbach. There goes Kovnot. Does Kovnot pit here? Yes, he does. Everybody comes in the pit road. Besides Larry Deisbach, who is electing to take the wave around here. Let's see. Let's take a look at Aaron Kovnot's pit stop here. Let's see how his pit crew will do for him. Everybody do a fairly good job right now getting in and out of pit road, Pit crew's doing their work. Aaron is gonna get out first. Looks to be followed by Henry Kahoff, able to jump Terry Vincent in pit road. Yes, and after Kahoff, it's Vincent. And who do we have after them? Oh, everybody else still in pit road. I didn't get a clear look, but that looked like Lace and driver to 33 there. Lace and where is it? I am blanking right now. I'm sorry, folks. Sorry, Lace and Furnace. That is my fault. Is you see Larry now coming into pit. Curiously. So it's gonna be the six. It looks like it's gonna be the 1963 533. Your top four there. As you can see, lights out on the pace car. Oh, Elijah Hoggy getting out of pit road now. Seeing if he can catch up. What? We got one question this restart. Can anybody challenge Shugel's dominance? As he has consistently just been the best there is tonight, really. No, not even a room for argument. Oh, Shugel. My fault, folks. I don't really know what happened there. Shugel dropped to the rear. It's gonna be interesting. Let's look at this restart. Who's gonna get the advantage here? Kalhoff. Oh, whoa. Very weird restart there. As Terry really just does not go. Being blunt. Gonna allow Henry to pull out to a fairly sizable lead, followed by Lacey Furnace and Aaron Kaufnot. You see Kaufnot choosing to run that high side. Layson getting on the apron, choosing to let them by. Interestingly enough, he may be going to pit road. As let's see what happens here. Is he's gonna try to chase down that he's gonna try to chase down that the 63 there of he's gonna try to chase out that 63 of Henry Kalhoff. As a reminder, our other commentator is on break at the moment, so he will be returning very momentarily, but and he has control of the cameras, so this is the best you're gonna get, unfortunately, right now. As you see a good shot there showing the field as Henry Kalhoff's lead looks to be shrinking. Aaron closing, potentially wanting to challenge for that lead. See Vincent running that very high lane, cutting down now to the middle. Ooh, Terry actually has a very good run here, as he's gonna on the high lane maybe try to do something on Shugel here. Really depends as they come out of two. Terry's gonna have a run. Can he do anything with it? Chooses to stay behind the 91 of Kaufnot. Five's gonna be rolling 3 and 4 now. Can't really get anything. He hits the wall. Kaufnot is gonna keep his second place at the moment, as Henry's just starting to run away with the lead. He looks like to be lapping the 47 now. As let's see here, Henry gonna be lapping the 47.
We're back. I'm back. Yeah, he pushed the 47 lap down. What happened to Lace and Furnace?
He did pull off a bit ago. He was I thought he was just letting everybody by, but he may have parked it.
Looks like he did. Henry, your leader now. driver, Asher Bunkley.
Yep. You know, he did, over the radio, he said, quote unquote, he said, oh, 47 there, letting, more of the leaders by. He said, quote unquote, screw this race. I have a points cushion.
Fair enough.
You know, wasn't really performing the best. So I do understand it to an extent, but you always want to finish that race, you know, no matter how bad you're doing.
Looked like he's running pretty strong there in the first run or two, but
Yeah,
Aaron,
I don't know. Sorry.
Aaron Schugley starting to run down your leader now.
Yes, he is. On continuing with my point, on board the Bunkley camp, he was complaining about how the car was driving almost the entire night. Saying, quote unquote, this thing is looser than your mom.
Crazy,
And honestly, I would never say that. That is a crazy thing to say. But, you know, emotions high
well, you just said
under that 81 tamp. You never want to see it.
I agree. Elijah Hoggy's 3 seconds back and running Pete number.
You know,
What?
seems we were settling it into a little rhythm here.
Looks like we are.
Yeah. As Aaron is slowly but steadily closing on Henry. You know, you gotta wonder, if you're in the mindset of Henry, you can't let that 91 past you, right?
I wouldn't.
With how this night has gone, the 90, as soon as the 90, as far as I'm concerned, I feel like as soon as the 91 gets the lead, that race is over, you know?
Probably.
As maybe a swap for the lead here. They're starting to get really close.
Oh, around goes Henry!
Will he save it?
Oh!
Yeah. Oh! He does save it.
There might have been some contact there. He gets it back going though.
I don't know. Can we? Oh, wait, there he goes again.
He might just spark. I mean, that's spun from the lead.
I don't know. It did not look like he was anywhere close to anybody. He may have, I don't know if you saw it, but Aaron did cut across his nose back there about three to 2 tenths back. Maybe his front end ran Henry's rear end with upset with the dirty air.
Let's check back in on Elijah Hall. Yes, see if he has any damage on his machine. No, he doesn't. Looks like he hit him a little bit, but maybe isn't that hard. He might have some damage on the right front.
You know, looks to be just a little love tap there. Nothing too serious.
Yeah, I don't think it was. But I didn't expect that to happen. Wow, from
Yeah, and you know, Henry basically just he wrapped up a gift and gave it to Aaron Kovnat.
early Christmas present.
Indeed, indeed. You know.
I just didn't expect him to sell like that.
Henry losing time on the board significantly now. Something may be amiss with
He
his
has more
car.
damage, it looks like. On the right
Is there a
rear.
caution out?
There might be. I don't think.
Oh, it's green.
But not Aaron. He has a lot of damage on that race car. A lot.
And you gotta wonder, at a certain point, do you think Henry is like, kind of like mentally checked out at this
Oh,
point?
he's gonna lose it again.
Very good save there by the 63.
Back up front to Aaron though. If Eddie's not careful, he might go out down here soon.
I don't know. Issues later in the run compounding that first little mistake there by Henry.
Yeah, after the first mistake, they just keep on coming.
You know, it's like a domino effect, really.
Vincent's holding his own ground, it looks like.
Remember, though, he was able to hold his ground for a bit, but he did eventually start to fall back as the run progressed later into the night.
But that mistake, that puts Elijah Hoggy in P number 3.
Henry, a lap down now.
Yeah, I think Henry's took it as best. He's done for now.
Yeah. You know, very tough way to end the night, but
Yeah, I mean,
at a certain point, I understand why Henry parked it.
That's just last week's winner. Not a way his race. He wanted his race to go.
You know, it's not the best, but same time, you gotta think he is the regular season points leader. He really doesn't have much to worry about in terms of the playoffs.
Yeah. So he could low-key just quit for a night like he did, and he should be fine.
Yeah. Right now, I will mention this. Looking at the standings currently, a notable name who did not show up tonight is at 32 of Cameron Starling, 7th in the points. This is going to drop him to at least 10th, because you have Richard Bunkley competing tonight, Terry Vincent, and Larry Deisbach, all less than 30 points behind him.
Yeah, that's gonna put.
So, you know, that's going to put some pressure on, we don't even know if Cameron's showing up for Indy, too. So he could miss the playoffs.
He very well could. Not good.
You know, you never want to say this, but one person who's very happy to see Henry's misfortune is probably that 8 car of Hoggy, because he is currently probably gonna take over. Ooh, 47 loose. I will continue. You know, as you never want to wish something on a teammate like that, right? But that will probably allow him to get the points lead going into Indy. Yeah, Indy.
Wait. Oh, in the wall. Wait, so what was the points gap going in this race?
The gap looked to be entering this race. Henry Kalhoff, number 1 with 212 points, and Benson and Hoggy tied for second at 201 points. I don't know how much of a swing this race could make, but it could be the difference in the regular season championship.
It could. Up to your leader, though, of Shugel. Shugel has about a 7/10 lead over Vincent, and a 7.5 lead over Elijah Hoggy.
You know, just the dominance of Aaron Shugel, it needs to be studied.
It does. He is
really
on a roll. Looking to pick up his 4th win of the season.
I do have to correct you. It would be his 3rd win of the season if he did win today.
Oh shit. Okay. Well.
Yeah, no. You know, I really think Aaron could win the championship.
I do too. I mean, it's kind of the run we've seen Henry Kalhoff go on last season.
Yeah.
They won at all.
Do we have like
They won at all same 3 racetracks so far. Henry won at Vegas. Oh, it looks like Shugel got a little loose there in the grass, so I don't want to give it to him.
It's safe though.
But back to what I was saying. Shugel and Kalhoff won at the same 3 racetracks last season. Vegas, Auto Club, and Charlotte.
Yes. You gotta wonder, do you have, like, you know, both of us have been watching this season very intently, looking at these drivers. Do you have a rough, like, top four, you would say, that you think will make the Final Four?
No, I mean, I got two guarantees. Well, I don't know if it's guarantees, but two good guys that have a chance of making it, and that is Calif and Shugel. But
I agree.
again, anything can change, especially the first week of the playoffs. Take a look at the playoff schedule. Why we're talking about the playoffs.
Looks to be first race. First race will be Talladega, right? Um. Yes, it'll be the Talladega. That's gonna be a fun one to watch, in my opinion.
I agree.
Followed by Nashville and then Homestead, and that's your, I guess, round of 10 there, and then it's gonna merge down to 4 drivers all fighting at Chicagoland.
Yeah. Last season, your winner at Chicagoland is the driver of Landon Benson. So if he makes the Final Four, he might have a shot at getting it done. But
Yes.
he has to go through these guys.
Who would you say is best suited for the playoff pressure in this grid here?
Wait, say that again?
Out of everybody, all these drivers in their own respectiveness, great. They've been doing great this season. But who would you say is going to perform the best under the pressure of the playoffs?
Probably Henrik Alloff or Aaron True again. But most likely,
yes.
Probably Henrik, because I've seen him be under pressure so many times, and I haven't seen a lot of mistakes, and I really haven't been around Aaron a lot. So I'm gonna just go with Henry on this one. Now, a guy that's fallen off a cliff is the driver of the 5 car. We said it earlier, and it's happened again. He is falling off.
I will say this, though, in consolation, you want to win, but he's still got to finish, most likely P2, right, as it shakes out right now.
Probably most likely will.
Yeah, so, it's not the end of the world for him, It's Pete, P2 does just, I'll say it, P2 sucks. You never want to finish P2, but in a situation like this, it's still going to be a good points day.
And a guy that looks to be running pretty well right now and looking to have a good chance of finishing P3 is the driver of Elijah Hoggy. Elijah Hoggy running P3 about 11 seconds back.
He's really just doing his own thing currently. Honestly, though, this may be where the battle is, as you see Larry Dosbach only about a second behind Hockey.
You see him back there, closing in a little by little, but he's going to have to close in on a lot more. Lap 100, out of 150. Laps are winding down.
Yes, almost going to be 50 to go, coming to 50 to go, right?
Yeah.
We'll see. Very interesting here. This race looks, I hate to say it, I hate to be that guy, but this race looks to be up and decided.
Unless there's a late race deal at the end, but if nothing happens, if this race goes green, nothing happens to Shugel. Shugel looks to be picking up his third victory of the season. But I wouldn't count on there being another yellow. Nathan Murray is still running this race, running P6, yet 8 laps down. And the next driver he could pass is a lap ahead of him in Bailey Walker. As you could see Bailey Walker right in front of him in that 28 car.
Question arising. What is the fuel situation? What do you think that it looks like for the drivers currently?
I think they are a little bit short, so we could see some saving here. A little bit. But back to Terry Vincent, set about 6 seconds off the pace from your leader. So yeah, again, this race is pretty much done been decided. There's no late race yellows to spice things up. 48 to go though.
Let's see. Do you think let's ride on board with Kaufnat here and see if he's doing any saving?
Yes, he is. He is saving.
Quite significantly there in the corners. Let's see. Ooh.
Yes.
Looks to only be lifting in 3 and 4.
As we got a battle back here. This is for the 3rd position, side by side for the 3rd position between Hoggy and a little bit of contact. Oh. Gotta be careful there.
Looks to be using the bump and run.
Down the front straightaway here.
You know, these two have come to a head all season, you know. Both of them have, both of them have been beefing a lot. There's been a lot of, you know, let's just say in the garage, they haven't been too friendly to each other.
No, they have not. Diceblock is clear, though.
And you gotta think, will Elijah remember that?
He's gonna throw him down again, though. As looks like a Hoggy has came down the pits here. Yes, he is. Down the pits he comes. He might have realized, yeah, I can't say that much, so I might as well just bite the bullet and come down pit road. But if you're him, you take, I mean, you have to take off for you would think. Yeah, it's taking all 4 here. I'm just gonna put him a lap down. Back up to Shugel though. Shugel's a 9-second lead over Terry Vincent. Pulling his margin out as more and more Bailey Walker putting some pressure on Terry Vincent as we got Shugel pitting here from the lead. So yeah, it looks like these guys won't be able to save. They might need to save from here though. That's the thing.
And now, you know what? You know what's probably going through the mind of everybody who's pitted so far?
What?
No caution.
Yeah, if there's a caution right now, go get put a lap down, you are cooked.
Yes.
Shugel's off.
Although Shu might actually stay on the lead lap because of his lead.
Yeah, he might. Where's Vincent at? Vincent, they're nice.
Right there.
Put a lap down. But
we will say that I remember this though. Shugel is coming out on fresh tires most likely though, so I would not expect that gap to stay as big as it is.
As looks like Henry Kalfas came back on track here, so he's back.
Is Murray still on track right now?
Murray? Yes, he is. 8 laps down. Oh, he's pitting now. Vincent, your leader pits.
Now the only person to not pit is that oh,
cars.
never mind.
64. He's down pit road too.
And if everything goes right, this should just cycle out to Aaron Shugel or Kaufnat, excuse me, in the lead.
Kaufnat, Shugel, whatever you want to call him, he's gonna get a good gap.
Passing for the lead, they're still in pit road.
Yeah, I don't even think he's off of, yeah, he's gonna have about a 20-second lead.
This is just disgusting. This lead here.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Let's see. Ooh, looks like Hoggy's able to jump back in front of Diceblock under strategy.
The thing is, do you say that's I don't know if you have to save or not, so let's ride along with Foggy here, see what you have to do.
Riding right in front of that 47 and there, Nathan C. Murray.
Oh yeah, saving. You do have to save. Or only with Covenant.
Henry Covenant, that's a new one.
I didn't say Henry Cass, I said Covenant. Aaron Covenant, yes, you do have to save. Don't know how much you have to save, but you do. 39 to go.
And you know, not much to say really.
This has got very strung out here.
Yes, the battle at this point is really for second. That's what's going to be fun to watch.
As yeah. Only a couple
see,
seconds back of Vincent is the driver of Elijah Hoggy.
Yeah, Hoggy and Deisbach may get back in their battle here very soon. Under a second between them.
As take a look here, Deisbach.
See.
These guys, one thing they're doing are praying for yellow. The chances of you getting yellow are very, very slim. So, it'll be very tough.
Yes, as you see, Deisbach has caught back up to that 8 car. Does Hoggy remember earlier? Remember, Deisbach did use the bumper on Hoggy.
He's caught back up.
Looks like 8 car is able to roll relatively clean there. Now entering 3. Loose!
Oh, wrong goes the 8! You gonna save
Will
it?
he
Yes,
save
he
it?
does.
Yes, he does. Here's my question. Let's go back and look. Did the 8 and the 64 make contact? It didn't look like it.
I don't think they did. We're gonna take a look at it. It was close. No, he was loose. Might have got the air packed on him to get him loose.
Maybe the air. Maybe, you know, good old intimidation.
That could have been it. That really could have been it.
Yes, but now you gotta wonder. Hoggy may not know that Larry didn't hit him. He may not have that knowledge of that. So you think he's mad at the 64 right now?
No, I think he knows that he didn't get tapped, so he might just take it and move on.
Yeah, you know. Again, one of those things, you never want to see it, but it's also one of those things where you kind of just have to move on once it happens, you know?
Yeah, most definitely. Not anything he could have done there. That's 33 to go. This race has got very boring very fast, but
yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Aaron is kind of
gotta keep chugging along. As Deisbach is pulling away from Elijah Hoggy. There. I doubt there's going to be a late race yellow. You're going to have to need a lot of issues for that to happen. But I wouldn't count anything out. Not one bit. .30 laps to go. Turn some music on so I can get by with this a lot faster. Hold on. Let me cook. Got it. You might need to turn on my audio or turn on the stream audio. Anyways. Alright. We're back, I think. Yes, we are. Hold on. Turn this down a little bit more. Alright, we're back now. Guys didn't miss much anyway. 18-second lead for Schugel.
Oh, well, speaking of missing much, we might not miss the battle between Vincent and Deisbach as...
Yeah, you're right there. Deisbach is closing on Vincent there.
Personally, the fall off is crazy.
Yes. But the question is Deisbach saving though? Yes, I guess. Well, that theory has gone under. Walker has took it to the garage. He's done for the day. Well. So. It looks like I missed it. Deisbach has got around Vincent there. Well, Asher, what do you think could happen to spicing this race up?
What do you think? What I think happened could spice this race up?
Yeah, what do you think could happen?
Really the only way this is gonna get exciting is if Schugel wrecks.
Fair enough.
And we both know Schugel is too good to do that.
One thing that I've been talking about enough tonight is the comeback Deisbach has had. Went a lap down early in the race, crashed on the restart, was a lap down. He's drove his way all the way up to P2. But Vincent is coming back though. Alright, well, we got to pass here for a second again. Vincent and Diceball going back at it. 21 to go. And a 21-second lead for the 91 car of Aaron Kovnot.
He may be able to lap the field here, honestly.
I doubt that's going to happen. I'm going to count it out, though, but...
With Aaron, never say never.
Fair enough. Let's spicing this up with some more, with some, that looks weird. Nah, that's tough. Act not. Then that really messes up my whole entire thing. Is holy shoot. Well, if you want to see what a race would look like on VHS on iRacing, here's the best you're going to get. The domination of Aaron Schugel, 18 to go.
We're really trying everything at this point.
Yeah, I'm just trying these out. Well.
Oh.
It's not good. That's weird. Black and white. Back in the 60s, back in the 40s, we got. What's this? Ew, okay.
Let's go on another car that has red on it.
Try on Elijah's car. Perfect. What does this do? You see him getting loose there? Now it just looks foggy. Okay. 8-bit. Oh. PS2.
Imagine calling a race like this.
PS2 graphics. Well, here on today's broadcast, you're seeing the film of the sinking drivers. Instead, the Titanic was just the drivers absolutely sinking, but Aaron Kovnot absolutely pulling away by 20 seconds. 15 to go. Okay, let's get back here. Trying anything I can. But about to put Elijah a lap down now. Not Elijah's strongest race. He has P4, but the next guy behind him is 8 laps down, 15 laps down. The other 3 guys are
Speaking of 15 laps down, Henry Kalhoff going to pit road. You may realize it's a lost cause.
His race was a lost cause like 100 laps ago, but he's still chugging along. Nothing, he's just going on pit road. But 13 to go.
Let's see, Schugel or Kovnot doesn't have to pass the Ada Hoggy if he doesn't want to.
Vincent has pulled away from the driver of Larry Dodgebach. So,
I mean, there's not much to say at this point, honestly. just witness domination early.
Here, just pure domination. Coming to get 10 to go.
If second and third really sell, he could lap the field.
Vincent's pitting. Vincent must have knew he couldn't make it on a gas.
So lapping the field, a very real possibility now. He has to gain about 7 seconds in 10 laps, though.
There he goes. That moves Hoggy up to P and number 3. So. Everyone but you guys are a lap down. Not that much longer until us guys in the booth can go home and go to bed. So, what are you looking forward to at Indianapolis, Asher?
Well, Indy, very historic racetrack. I'm looking forward to seeing really how the next gens race there.
Yeah,
Did we race there in season 1?
No.
Oh, so Indy is actually unknown quantity to everybody.
Excited. We have a couple tracks we didn't go to last season, like Homestead. And, yeah.
You gotta wonder, has there been any news on the season 3 schedule yet?
No, not really. I mean, expect to see a road course at least one time next season. Yeah.
Ooh.
Might see a couple of changes. More racetracks. 5 laps to go though.
Cobb not just, doing what he's been doing all night.
Yeah. Absolute domination.
I would say I'm ready to go to bed, but I can't really go to bed after this.
It's 4 laps to go. We're coming to get 3 to go. This time by. You just hear the roar of the engines. 2 laps to go. Aaron Schugel. Absolute domination. That's before we go back to the. It looks like Hoggy has P3 locked up, but back to Schugel. coming to get the white flag. White flag in hand, white flag in the air, 1 lap to go here at Charlotte. Pure domination led the most laps, over probably 100 laps tonight. Straight domination. He has about a lap and a half left till he pulls off the victory. 26-second lead over Diesbach through the final couple of corners out of turn number 4. Aaron Schugel is going to pick up his 3rd win of the season here in the H&M Impex Autoglass Cup Series. Pure domination.
That's how you get it done right there.
He picks up the Rider Podcast 600 victory. Pure domination for Aaron Schugel. Diesbach P2, Hoggy P3. What a race. We get to see the driver of the 97 burn it down. The 91 burn it down. There he is.
Look at that.
Well, let's go through the final finishing results. Burning it down. Oh. And your winner, Aaron Kovnot. Let's look at the final results here. It's Kavnot, Diesbach, Vincent. It looks like Vincent got around Hoggy there for P3. We gotta check that out because I didn't see that. Oh. This is lap.
Was he in front of... Oh.
I thought he was.
What lap is this?
This. Let's take a look back at this.
That says 149.
This says Vincent got...
Let's see, I think it might have been an issue on Hoggy's end. Oof. Let's look at that.
I don't know how you... How do you sew when you're running by yourself? Did Vincent... Oh, yeah. What happened? Oh, yeah, right there. Vincent got by him. Well, there's the issue that happened. The driver of the 8 car.
He just quit. Oh. Did he go back to the front straight?
He might have.
Yeah. He went to go celebrate with his teammate. Good on him.
Well, that's going to be it here from Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Rider Podcast 600. Congratulations to your winner of Aaron Schugel. Next time you see us, we will be in Indianapolis for the final race of the regular season. We will see you there. Who is going to kiss the bricks? Find out next. Good night, everybody.